What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Into the server we go. Spirit eyeballers. Who's going to have their eyeballers on the prize early on here? We're getting aggressive play from Spirit straight down middle. They want to fight here, Alan.
Eyeballers, though. Here we go. Delayed timing, and that is ridiculous. What just happened?
Who is
Magic is Magic's.
Magic's? That makes a lot of sense. So he has indeed picked up 3. Kill feed going to be giving me some goofs early on here. It is just his name backwards, so that's easier to figure out. And it's a massacre all the way through. Magic's picking up 4 quick USP kills, 0 issues, 0 hesitation, 0 down the round, Alan.
It doesn't get much better than that. That was brutal. And I actually thought it looked good for eyeballers because they were going to get a nice timing as players are transitioning to try and get up onto the ledge and shoot down into B, but Magic's just said no and absolutely decimated them, so it's a bit of a non-starter. No bomb plant either. Blocks galore.
Full blocks.
This could be a boring round.
Not even a flashbang to set something up, so hoping, I guess, for a bit of aggression. I think that's about the only thing that could go their way. Arfrost gonna go peeking. He'll give them the aggression. He does have an MP9, kind of the ideal gun for this particular fight. Flashbang to set it up. They are looking to find him. And Artfrost realizes you gotta be a little careful with this. 2 found. Might justify it, but Donk needs to be wary not to get run down with his rifle out, and he'll be A-okay. USP needed. USP delivers. And the last one as well, why not? Little Donk early on.
We like a bit of donk. We like a bit of donk. We do. And we might be a bit of a broken record with the Donkster, but he is that good. He's a phenom in the making. Was he now, Mike? Is he 17 now? I think. He was certainly 16 when we first started to see him on Spirit Academy.
Is he 17 already?
I think he might be. If he's still 16, that is ridiculous.
Yep. He is still 16.
That is ridiculous.
I don't know what his birth date is. Let's see. Let's get to the Wikipedia. They probably know. They know everything. I was amazed when Wikipedia put my birthday on there before anyone knew it. I don't know where they found it. Massacre on the site. 2 kills going the way of Spirit, but Zontix is at least taken out of play. Might allow them the chance for a bomb plant. Should do. Numbers punching gives them something. Shine 1 HP. Very grateful they popped the smoke instead of popping his head. Shadow's actually giving away our frost, but no! JW gonna be frustrated by that one. How is Shine continuing to find damage? That I don't know, but I do know the round goes the way of Spirit. Poor JW.
Yeah.
He sees the shadow. He's got everything going his way. And then Arfrost decides to clear it.
Where the cookie crumbles.
Donk's birthday is in January.
Oh my lord.
So he's not even going to be 17 until 2024.
But that also means... Because he was starting to have really good results towards the end of the first season of the year, kind of April, May. He was only just 16.
Yes.
He's playing. That is absurd.
Remember, this is the guy who had like 13, 14, won a LAN in his region, and there's that great photo of him with, you know, all of his teammates who are probably like 18, 19-year-old, and he's just this little tiny baby. See if I can find it. Here we go. I found it. I believe he signed to Spirit Academy when he was still 15. Donk. Gonna get another chance to show us what he can do. First one found. Quite as clinical as we're used to, but he is certainly doing his work. All on to Shine in this engagement, and JW just cannot get close enough to help out when it matters. So another clean round for Spirit, another multi-kill round from Donk, and this 4-0 has barely looked threatened.
Yeah. It is only one gun round. I'll add that stipulation, but We know with CS2, we also know how powerful the pistols can be, that just keeping that money low is of enormous importance. And, well, that hasn't happened so far. We've got plenty in the bank. Let's see what Eyeballers can do. It is their map pick, is Ancient. Should we, I guess we should expect some drill rounds, bit of strategies, bit of preparation. That's what I like to see. And they're squaring up for a mid take. 4 players ready to go. Dong just fights? Really?
Ooh, that was
That
a bit
is
ambitious.
wild.
He's feeling himself. That may be a little too much feeling. Already up towards red. This is going to be interesting, but Pepsor, that's ambitious. Making the play through the smoke. Zontix just holding it. And now, yeah, they're going to pressure Zontix. The nades will be good. So the exchange works out in their favor. And look at the presence they've pulled off of the B site. Spirit have to address mid, and they know it. So in the meantime, Eyeball is taking a ton of real estate. Not quite acting on it just yet. Spirit, as they clear mid, have to be able to read this. Nothing's been seen A just yet. So now, how much do they want to commit into this fight? They've got plenty of money. But as we know, that money can go quickly. Gonna give this a look. Molotov's late. Not gonna deny the bomb. Shine's able to get away with only minimal damage done. Look, if they could keep these players towards the bomb for a detonation, it might honestly be worth their own sacrifice.
There is a smoke on Art Frost. There's 2 players in dark. If you deal with Shine, this could still get awkward. Ah, the smoke's going onto ramp. They don't know it, but that is the wrong decision. There's so many players here into towards dark, and with this much time remaining, Chopper needs a miracle.
Going for the stick. Arfrost collapse! Oh my god, he's gonna make it expensive at the very least. 10 seconds going. Does the bomb go off? I don't think so. Ooh. Would have been one more player out of the round at least. Arfrost getting the collat there is going to make it a lot more expensive, though, for Eyeballers.
We're going to see more of that in CS2, aren't we? People... I think actually towards the end of Go, that people are starting to realize there are scenarios where going for damage is good. And I think teams like Monty were teaching the teams, even the top teams, that there is value in going for that sometimes. See more of those sort of rounds, those sort of decisions. Same opening again for Spirit. They like this. 3B start. Art Frost posted over towards B-long position as Donk collects Sapek for his trouble. Great start for Spirit again, and Eyeballers just cannot find a lot of ways into these rounds.
Pepsor, again, perhaps overlooking the second player in here, but this time the trade's going to work out. This is now 2 rounds in a row where Pepsor running into his death has actually worked out for the team, and they're checking Donk. They know he'd be around for that mid-fight, so this is a sweep. Eyeballers now getting a lot of success here in the mid. I mean, this was the game plan for Spirit, right? They want to fight around this position, and Eyeballers, 2 rounds in a row, have stymied them.
I think the question is, did they need to keep fighting with a man advantage? And I guess they're stewing over that decision right now. And Spirit, for a team that had a lot of money in the bank, because of course they committed to the retake in the last, that drains the coffers a lot.
Magic's giving this a look? This is insane. What is he trying to get out of this? 1 kill? Is there an ult down in mid? Yes, there is. That's what he wants. That was the whole idea of this mission.
That's a bad
kill
smoke.
Certainly doesn't hurt.
Could have tried to fight that, but I guess
He died a bomb.
Or go. Yeah, maybe.
Gotta keep in mind, the bomb is unforgiving in this game. Can't overstay your tenure close to the site.
I don't think they're going to buy.
They could half. Magics could drop an extra 5-7.
I think Magic should just drop some pistols, you know.
Yeah.
That feels like a good move. I mean, we've seen 5-7s swinging wide.
Just give Donk a deagle, see what happens.
Yeah, that also works. That also
Opted
works.
for an SMG for himself. Spread his utility out a little bit. Oh, Donk did get a dig in this, but I think he bought it himself. Still, if there is ever a player that I kind of trust to justify it, it's that young gun. Stack on A. Bit of utility here on B for Chopper to just try and sell that this is actually where the presence is, but hasn't really worked. They've already committed into the site, found no one actually in the site proper. Chopper's fake is revealed, the bomb is down, and this could just be a full save.
I don't think Art Frost is going to move. But I think the others could. Why not throw the pistols trying to get one frag? Why not? What a bit of a move. So Eyeball is recovering this half after what was a very scary start. Just by handing over so much economic control. These last few rounds have been nice. Simple counter-strike. Spirit getting a little bit frisky. A couple of those gun rounds, let's say. Might have helped too. But yeah, looking a lot better than it was.
Full 10 surviving a round. Don't see that very often. Pacifist round of Counter-Strike. Put that on the board, put it in the history books. We've struck a peace accord. But not for long. Tensions will resume now, headed into round number 8. Chopper winds up with the SMG as well. So this is an interesting round. They're keeping a lot more in the tank than you would have expected. They've actually kind of... It's a buy save? I don't know what to call this. It's not quite a forced buy. It's not quite a
buy save. That's a new one.
It's a buy save.
I like it.
Magix, that's a bit messy, but eventually gets it. No, Donk does instead. Went for the window peek. And look at this. Zontix collects on the next. Oh, no. It's all going to ruin for Eyeballers. All their success in the last few has been stymied. The adjustments come through from Spirit. More of a focus on the B main fight than just dueling in mid. And it nets dividends. We'll bring one back.
I don't think he needs a peek, Chopper. Let it go.
Ooh, Zontix. Heaps read this. Does he commit to his read? He backing off of this. Zontix might have the space. He's going to clear elbow first. The timing's going to be huge here. With a minute on the clock, Eyeballers are now getting painted into a corner.
Well, they'll now know exactly where these players are, I think. There's only one place
left.
What
is Chopper reading? Chopper's clearing Donut. He's worried that there was a timing here.
They're still...
But it's also just
I think it's a little bit angsty of a mid look, but I don't foresee these two checking Zontix really at any point.
Ooh, he spotted the one. Looking for the second. He'll have that as well. And Heap is down.
Good round. Aggressive. Pinching that B lane. It looked like JW was taking a top spawn fight in towards Jag and missed. It's aggressive. So a lot of the top overs will go for it, especially since the spawn changes. But I'm not going to blame it on JW, but had he hit that shot, that round could have looked very different. You're in an exposed position, put it that way, if you miss it, aren't you? All pad in hand, facing an MP9 swinging wide, that is going to be a hard one to rechamber around and get another shot off.
Pod's going to come in here from the Eyeballers. Their first of the map. As they look to find some solutions. Let's put a mixed bag in the mid fight. Do they shift their focus? Do they try and take space elsewhere?
I think it's more pacing, isn't it? Where you could let Spirit have all that control early. They're investing a lot of util. So that is, it's a bit like Banana on Inferno. You got two choices. You give it, you save your own nades, and you come back in later, or you have a very pointed plan to fight it early. So we'll see what that choice is. The nade is in mid, and that is a lot of damage on the Donkster. That's exactly what you want out of your HE grenades.
See if a wounded Donk is just as deadly. Heavy presence outside B, but Spirit have read this, at least in the initial. That nade's timely.
I'm always surprised they didn't do more damage. It's like a perfect nade.
Yeah, well, that's the wonder of the CS2 minimap. It hasn't changed from Go. Sometimes you think that it's right on. But like that, you know, just a Pixel blocks it. Pixel of the Woodbox blocks it. Stack up. Little deadly here. He gets the calm that there's two and says, you know what, maybe I don't want to repeat that. Maybe I don't want to follow my teammate into the void. So it's going to be threat on Art Frost instead. Pixel angle, hard to hit. But the swing back in, Pepsor, ooh, got away with one. Swinging wide, goes back into it. And it costs him his life. And Chopper now making his play. was that? Was that just a window peek? Spam through. Donk now out. Bomb secured. Heap's in trouble. Surrounded. One way or another, he's going down, and Zontic to deliver the killing blow. Team ace for Spirit.
Yeah, that was chaos in mid for a few seconds, but
Where did Chopper die?
I don't know.
I originally thought it was Donk's position, but then that wasn't Chop. I'm confused about that one. I'm sure eyeballers are pretty confused about how that fight fell apart for them.
Yeah, but the round was already in a lot of jeopardy. They'd lost the player on B, they were funneled into mid. They also missed a window smoke, Mike, and they couldn't really move, which didn't help anybody. So, just as eyeballers were starting to get their teeth into this T side, his teeth are shattered a little bit. Pistol armor up next. Some flashes to get early into dark. Chopper under a bit of pressure. The smoke blooms. There's a space now to play with. Pivots out, and that was a great hold in the end. Really well done.
I don't mind the change of pitch here, right? It hasn't been working. You're down on pistols, throw a fast play in towards B, but as we've seen a few rounds, Spirit have been stacking numbers early on B, anticipating that at some point this blow would come, and well, obviously doesn't work out for eyeballers. So understand the theory, not working in practice. But Pepser's got a bit of a cheeky approach through. Donk might have just spotted him. Yeah, Donk did. Look at Chopper. Laser focused on now. And Donk's coming back for the kill as well. They know he's here. They know he's painted into a corner. There's no getting away from this, Pepser. Your elbow is exposed, and Donk will take his time for the headshot. Sapek, there's a player low towards long. But of course he doesn't know. Oh, there's another one in the sight.
Did Artfrost just do about 3 damage with an orb shot?
Did it land? I thought it was the second USP
did, you
shot that
know.
landed.
I think it did. It was about 2 or 3 damage. He must have gone a long way through the pillar.
Chunked all of it.
Wow. Yeah. Even so, eyeballers. Maybe they should run an A round. There's been a lot of free B2 mid starts for Spirit, and eyeballers have been consistently just sort of defaulting normally, or at least with players in through B at the start. So I think I'd like to see a change of pace in some manner. Maybe an A round, even a fake A round could be nice, then a mid walk.
Yeah.
I
don't think they've had any A main presence,
no,
have they?
But it's almost too easy, isn't it, for Spirit to sit back and say, okay, let's just keep leaving A early. We know they like to come B for their defaults. We can put numbers here. We can get nades over the top. We can get players like Donk engaged in early fights. It's kind of all playing to their tune at the moment.
And of course, if you look at the Spirit scoreboard, this is exactly how they want things to work. Chopper, it's like he's got the sled dogs yoked up, and he's just back there letting them go forward and hunt. And you know, Chopper can contribute, certainly. We know he can step up, but he just hasn't need to go above and beyond because everything's working pretty darn well for Spirit. Once again, heavy presence. This is a lean towards the mid fight, which could shift in towards A. It's been left open from Spirit. Just the faintest glimmer of presence here for HEAP, and that flash will be heard, so they'll know someone's gone into A main. Look at the adjustment from Spirit early on. Just hearing that one flashbang. There's 3 sets of eyes now looking for this A main fight.
This feels like a serious overreaction. A lot of space being given in mid. Re-smoke into window. And this is what I called for earlier, where you drop the pace. You save your nades. And let Spirit dump theirs instead. We're going to get a walk in towards Donut. Left-hand side, a decent fight. Massive damage onto Shine. And they've still got all the players here, Mike. This is great for Spirit.
That's why we saw the change-up come through, and Donk just cleans up one after another. The bodies are dropped, and Sapek is left on the lurk with nothing to lurk towards. That's... Ooh. Look, we said maybe it was an overreaction, but you could see why. They recognize that the change-up's coming through from eyeballers, and they're just one step ahead. We've now seen 2 different rounds where eyeballers have said, okay, mid-fight's not working, our default's not working, let's change it up. We saw the fast B run into 3 numbers on site. We saw the A play through Donut run into 3 players on site. Spirit are just always a step ahead.
Oh, the timing. It's terrible. A Sapek checks tree. I feel bad for eyeballers. I like the call. I like the change of pace. I like it slowing down. And I actually don't blame them for going A through that. Maybe there's a better way to go into Donut, but they could never have known that A was that heavily stacked, I think. I'm not sure there was any indications. You knew there was B aggression. Maybe that's a giveaway. I don't know.
Well, they made no noise. They only caught Zontix and Donut, who is normally a player on that side of the map. So yeah, they had no indication.
But the one thing they did know is that they lost B control. That's my only hesitation, is that, you know, it'd been a long time since they'd lost B. So maybe there always would have been an A stack.
Limited utility here, so they are going to commit likely behind this. And, well, Spirit once again are reading them. Sopek traded out. They're going to need a little more. Pressure onto Artfrost. Nice nade. And he's still going to get his. He's still going to take his pound of flash. And, well, JW's trying to make a cheeky play around the smoke. It's going to work out. He gets the second as well, but the trade is there. So Pepsor is left in a clutch, and Pepsor has had a very rough map early on here. It's mostly been the tip of the spear in towards mid. This time, he's going to be able to catch. So in the late game, a duel with Donk now. A fearsome foe, and Pepsor goes wide, knows where the player is, but it can't get the kill. Another multi-frag from Donk to send us to the break. Donkmination. That's the only word to describe the first half. I mean, look at the guy's scoreline, 17-4. Alan, this dude is ridiculous.
3, 5, 15, 22. He's got 5 less kills than Eyeballers.
If that just doesn't tell you the story. Okay, spam gonna work out here. Sopek able to collect one. Bomb still going to be down. They conceded this site as part of their setup, did Eyeballers. And now it's all about what happens on the smoke fade. Zontix wants to get active. Flashbang's good. kill is as well, but they've gone past. And that cost them. All on a chopper now, so this round goes the way of Eyeballers, and it's a round that they so desperately needed.
That flash looks so good.
Yeah.
It felt brilliant, didn't it? I don't know if it caught the Spirit players just as badly or something. Or maybe there was a CT flash behind them. I don't know. That looked really awkward as they came through.
I think the issue was that there was a player, Sapek, I think, was pushed into the smoke, didn't get blinded by it. And then there were two more around the corner who didn't get caught by it either.
I kind of like the idea, though. Definitely could have worked.
Don't mind it.
Still, though, Eyeballs are not out of the woods. There's another investment coming. We know how potent these can be. And certainly, if they get reset here early, we're going to map 2. There is not a lot of breathing room, so focus up, sweetie boys. This round is fighting for survival, essentially, here on Ancient.
Sweetie boys.
Sweetie boys.
Didn't realize that my co-caster was Jaguar.
I'm not sure even get that reference.
Can you give me... You don't get that reference? The iconic What Up Now Swedes
Oh,
clip?
sorry, right. Yes. I thought you were referencing something in popular media.
No, Jaguar.
Yeah.
The 1.6 in CGS player. Became a professional poker player. Don't know if he still is. Iconic clip, if you're not familiar. Look it up. What up now, Swedes? Woo! Great meme. Anytime an NA team beats a Swedish team.
Not sure it works as well for Chopper saying it.
No. What would Chopper say? Accent? What up now, Swedes? Woo. I feel like that's Chopper's level of emotional expression.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever seen him get hyped up. Oh no. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. There's so much space taken already. It's on JW. How's he not cleared? Alright. Bomb is dropped. Pepzor comes through the smoke. There is time to get this bomb down, but this smoke will fade soon.
Pepzor has been a little over-ambitious on some of these smoke swings. Oh, this is huge. Shine! What a play to make! Knowing that Magix was likely stuck on the reload, he just swings out. He does it all himself. Shine stepping up, being the hero when they need it. And there's the swing on in as well. It's all Shine, baby. Sapek might have put that last kill through, but it was Shine from start to finish. Talk about a hero play to keep your team fighting.
Doesn't get bigger than that. That looked bad. That looked really bad as the bomb was about to get planted. Donut control for Spirit. Pepzor comes through that CT smoke to try and deny it and goes down immediately. Colossal play to hold Eyeballers in this. Another buy now from Spirit. The good news for Eyeballers is, because they won one round already on the guns, they got a better buy. 4 M4s, 1 Gallon in the mix, full utility. They definitely have the superior investment. But don't get out these guns. AK as well on Artfrost. To be honest, I'd like to see that on Donk, but we know Artfrost isn't too shabby either on the rifles. What's the call, Chopper? Bombs going into the A tunnels. There's a re-smoke on mid. JW. Maybe they'll feel like it's solo A. You know a player's up in mid. It's biding their time for now. 2 smokes for this T side. And they are going to group in towards tunnels.
3 mollies as well. That's the critical piece for the post if they can keep any of these up.
Pepzor's not had the best game either. Got to be honest.
Donut smoked. That's 1 committed in. 1 for a CT. But it's just Pepzor's angle that they really need to worry about. Utility sailing around. None of his teammates have rotated yet. With all this util, really? They haven't done it? He's deleted with nothing to answer for it. So now it's going to be trouble. JW can't make his same play to deny the bomb plant. They are letting a lot of time come off this clock, and JW's going to try his luck. Without that kill. Donk goes hunting. Puts a bullet in Sapex's dome as well, but now with 8 HP and a HEAP healthy, what are they going to do? HEAP spots the shadow, wins the duel at least. That gives them a start. Might keep Sapek around. But he's eventually found elbow shot, plenty HEAP, trying to make it all happen himself. Down to the clutch. I'm starting to get short. Wants to tap the bomb. He is sticking it. He is sticking it. Magic doesn't check, and he just gets away with daylight robbery.
That is unbelievable. Oh my lord. How do Eyeballers keep doing this? Another A retake where they're at a disadvantage. That looked one to me. Once Donk goes into connector, he does only go 1 for 1, but he stalls them. Takes Sapek down to red HP. Should have won that one. But again, still another buy. This is the reality of modern Counter-Strike, especially CT side when you can't get any backup. They are still on the precipice here, our Eyeballers. One mistake, or one lack of a miracle, maybe more so at this rate, and this half is still going south very fast. Pressure absolutely still on the Swedes.
Double hold in mid right now. That's the strongest point on the map for Eyeballers. Once again, Spirit have shown a full willingness. We know they do this. We know they like to run down the clock. Smoking towards red. Molotov to pressure Shine. There's no one behind it right now.
Did it airburst? Must have.
It must have, yeah. He's never moved. He's never shifted off. But Chopper may have just been trying to distract focus because meanwhile his teammates have just walked into B. No resistance. Bomb will go down. There's players in cave, but it's going to have to be a full retake setup. And even a deep smoke here to keep JW from coming through. And he gets caught. Thought his silencer would save him, but Donk does not forgive. Donk does not forget. Down a man, knowing there's still alert, possibly in towards mid. They're trying to back off of this. They're trying to save.
That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Spirit, be it a good read or a little bit of luck, picked the one avenue that wasn't really defended, didn't they? It was a double dark setup from Eyeballers. They explode up, they get all that space. Granted, the kill on JW might have been a little bit fortunate, but equally they still had very strong afterplants, and there was not a lot of util left for Eyeballers. Would love another frag, but he's solo himself. So we'll be 4 alive. In one player's off a rifle in this coming round. Eyeballers, guess he could drop a FAMAS. See how that develops. But they've done the hard part, Spirits. Money snapped. There is nothing in reserve anymore for Eyeballers. This investment comes in for them. Thank God they saved all these rifles, or they really wouldn't have anything to speak of. And, yeah, they're still in a good position.
Look at this. Change up pitch. Spirit taking A main fast. Seeing nothing. Nothing on the initial. They might just rock out towards site, and if they do, ooh, it's big trouble on. Closest you have is Shine. Pepstor's gonna try and get in position on site, but here comes the utility. Gonna start to block off positioning. Block Pepstor's vision. They're in big trouble. Shine wants to commit, but he has to back off as a result of the smoke. Gonna pop his own. Try and find a fight. Pepstor wants to make the play through. Pepstor doesn't work. He's out. He's out on sight. Pepstor. Ooh, he's tried a few of these. He's waiting on the fade here. Pepstor right in the open, and Donk will not allow him to get away with that.
They need to save.
Down a man early again.
Save.
Are they pulling the plug? They're
yeah,
doing
there's
it.
no
They're backing
choice.
away.
You just don't have anything in reserve. If you go for this, maybe there's some slim chance you win it, but you're just not going to have a buy again before this map is over, is the unfortunate reality. Got to give it. And Donk, again, this time, what's going on there with the ragdoll? A little bit different. But that was the round winner. It's almost like Spirit in the last couple rounds are putting on a display of how to, you know, the easiest way to win, or like, there's a famous quote by Alain Prost, where your goal in Formula 1 is to win a race by the in the slowest time possible. To preserve the car, to use the least energy. And that's kind of what this T-side feels like in the last couple, where Spirit are taking the path of least resistance, getting 1 kill, and the round is just over.
They'll take it. I mean, it's felt like that all game, right? It does feel like, you know, as much as we might highlight what Donk is doing, what Arfrost and Zontix are able to provide, it's been about the calling. It's a chopper masterclass, right? In the first half, we saw it. The change of pitch, the adjustment was always there. They always anticipated, and they found the weakness over towards A on this, and now they've exploited it for a couple of rounds, having a lot of success with it. So Eyeball is in trouble, man, and they just don't have a lot of room left to try and figure it out.
Are they really going to eco around these guns?
Looks like it.
6 in a row, especially
Looks
if
like
Spirit
it.
can bank some cash. That is bold. But I guess either decision here isn't great.
So
Minor guys? Yeah, I was map pick as well this, so...
It is indeed. Might have a moment here at the beginning. What do you think of the new 10-second sound? I've added on to the bomb.
I don't think it makes any difference, really, in my opinion. I need to see more of it in pro play.
Shine. Position revealed. They know he's here. Haven't set up their util this time. Before they were smoking everything out, but with the donut control, they've left it exposed, actually. Chopper's already on site. Ooh, this could be tough. There's only one smoke remaining for Spirit. It will be spent to section off CT, but this should allow them to bomb plant. And as we said before, there's nothing in terms of util right now for Eyeballers. A single flash to set up a retake. 5 on 5 in the post plant. They're going to risk all these guns. They're going to risk all these guns. They're committing into it. They want to win the round here and now. And, well, might just be possible. Problem is, a lot of firepower left alive. Chasing players off the bomb. Artfrost under pressure, but he nails this shot. Not the close-up one. Oh, Pepsor. That one's going to sting. And map point will be found for Spirit. 6 attempts to put this one to rest.
I don't mind the attempt. They knew they could buy again in this round, whatever happens. And it got pretty dicey for the Spirit guys. Even so, they're looking brilliant. 6 attempts to win their opponent's map pick and be in a brilliant position. They love Nuke. Vertigo again. Statistically might be a little bit of a middle ground. But, you know they're competent. And, you know, you said at the start, Mike, Spirit yet to play a map on Ancient on CS2. It's going pretty well so far. Aggression this time. Flashes over. Zontix entry found. There's no saving Eyeballers. Got to go for this retake. And it's not looking good.
It's looking bad. It's looking dire. It's looking.
Do they even have a kit? I don't think they do.
They don't. They decidedly don't. They've got a single nade and a smoke at this point to try and do anything. I mean, they can't even get on site, realistically. They've got to clear a door. So they're devoting their utility to clearing the dang door, and Artfrost is going to charge a toll. This is not free admission. You want to get in the site? Well, this is the bouncer. You got to get past him to get past the Velvet Rope. To even think about getting into the club. And Pepsor, last alive, he will be knocked right out onto the street. It's a massacre all the way through. Look, we said domination coming out of the half. I'm not convinced it ever became anything but. Spirit outcalled them, outfragged them, outplayed them. This looks like two teams in very different